Y'all, we back. Well, I'm back. We should be here tomorrow or sometime this week to do a video. Right now I'm doing free Jamal Rashad, man. Rashad Jamal. What if them? We free him because he didn't do shit but teach us some truth. They put a charge on him to get him out of there. You know how Atlanta, you know how Georgia is. But I'm not gonna talk too much during this one because I really want y'all to listen. I'm gonna chime in every now and again. I really want y'all to sit back and listen. If you agree with what he's saying, then let me know. If you don't agree with what he's saying, that's fine as well too. It's not a big deal. You ain't got to agree with nothing. I want you to listen though. You ain't got to believe nothing I tell you. Go out there and do your own studying, do your own looking up, do your own reading. A lot of people, they watch TikTok and they watch YouTube videos and they get a little bit of information. And then they just go run with it and start talking, but they don't go out. They don't actually go out, read, get the study material. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Yeah. And then they try to tell somebody else some stuff and they be wrong. And I hate that with a passion. But hey, enough of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Please subscribe down below, and thank y'all to my new subscribers that's coming in. Please hit like. When you hit the like on the video, it goes to different algorithm. I mean, it deepens in the algorithm. The more people get on their homepage or whatever. You know, we make a lot of people make a lot of videos, man. I do a lot of videos myself. So hang on one second. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So that what y'all hear in the background is my fucking dog, my puppy. He's so bad. My room smells like puppy and piss right now. I'm gonna have to give Mario because it's making me sick because of my asthma. But we're gonna do this video real quick. And you know, you gotta believe nothing. You know, just listen. All right, y'all? I really appreciate it.
The Moors gave, this is how we lost, this is how the war even kicked off. Alright? Without the Moors giving the human beings the access to our technology, our ancient access codes to our ancient technology, then we would still have our second sun here and our crystal towers. It was the giving of our access codes. The human beings put the males under the spores, under the spells, then got the Moors to tell them what the access codes were, right? The Moors gave them the access codes. The human beings gave access codes to the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians went and used access codes, found the ancient technology, and the first thing they did was blow the sun away. We had two suns. The first thing they did was blow the fucking sun away. Then the second thing they did was not blow up the pyramid towers we had, which killed our communication with each other. We immediately fell in frequency. The third thing they did was cut the trees down. Those were the major 3 steps they needed to do to get us to even get to the small state of how you see us today. So they got us there. But when they got us there and we failed, we was all smaller, and our pigments went brown and copper from what they was doing to us, we still were fierce fucking warriors because we are souls and spirits. Never forget that. Because this is about your ascension, not nobody else's. See, that's when we go wrong. You forget it's all about you. You came here alone. You came into this realm through the womb. You came in through a portal that you know is the womb. That's just a portal though, that you entered into this plane through. That womb was a portal. Especially if you were naive to be. That was just a portal that you entered into this realm through. Your soul entered into this realm through. They taught you it was birth. No, man. They know it wasn't birth. You are a soul and a spirit that entered through a portal called a womb. Period. With a body that took 9 earth months to be conducted, to be made for your soul and your spirit. Once that body was ready for your soul and your spirit went into that body, you know, and your mother couldn't hold that water. It broke instantly. You came here. You gotta understand, you got human beings, you got 2 classes. That's why I say that. You got 2 classes. And then you got the gods and goddesses. That's us. All your blacks and Latinos. Get what I'm saying? Then you got the human being species. Then you got clones. Then you got Mach 5 synthetic clones. Then you got Mach 5 synthetic robots. Those are all different things. Then you got lords and principalities, extraterrestrial. It's a lot of different beings living amongst you. And they have completely covered the eyes of the masses. And now this shit is just spilling out. Why you think they be trying to fuck with my channel or fuck with me over any little thing? When you pledge to something, you need to go look up the etymology of pledge. It's all magic, y'all. Like everything around you is literally fucking magic. And that's why they have kept it hidden from you. The only people that don't think magic is real is black people and Latino people who has been hidden from. All the powers that be using it, and anybody that's done it successful uses magic to get it. Even if they don't know they're using it. Manifestation, affirmations, all that's a part of magic. Envisioning, magic.
Y'all hear what he's saying? Listen to him now.
Magic. Writing it down, which is spelling, that's affirmation, magic. It's just like forms of it. And the deeper you get into it, you really see you can control every little element of everything around you, down to the atom. Down to the fucking atom. Down to the atom, nigga. That means you can break this fucking juice bottle down to a little fucking atom which would just be sitting there spinning just with your mind if you tapped into it if you wanted to. When you start getting into physics, and you start getting into the magic in you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all magic. Look at your planet when you step outside your house. Just look outside your house. You're going to see trees everywhere. Those are ancient 30-millimeter bushes that were part of a huge forest. A huge magical forest. The whole planet, the whole realm. And it was alive. The trees used to sing out frequencies. They used to dance and sing out frequencies. Just like they showed you in the cartoons. The trees are really alive. They are trapped in time right now. Under this time spell. And when everything break down, you're going to see the little 30-millimeter bushes talking again and dancing again when the war really hit the fan. You're going to see all that. You're going to realize that those mountain stumps are actually the fucking mountain tops are actually the tree stumps. Know how your realm was, man. Feel me? So, look at your planet when you step outside your house. Just look outside your house. You're going to see trees everywhere. Those are ancient 30-millimeter bushes that were part of a huge forest. A huge magical forest. The whole planet, the whole realm. And it was alive. The trees used to sing out frequencies. They used to dance and sing out frequencies. Just like they showed you in the cartoons. The trees are really alive. They are trapped in time right now. Under this time spell. And when everything break down, you're going to see the little 30-millimeter bushes talking again and dancing again. When the war really hit the fan. You're going to see all that. You're going to realize that those mountain stumps are actually the fucking mountain tops are actually the tree stumps. Know how your realm was, man. Feel me? So, they had to be all over there in Egypt, all under the sand. Trying to find out about us, nigga. You stole all our technology. They don't even know how to use it. What type of shit was that? Took all the technology and come to find out, damn, we still can't use it without the fucking key, and we are the fucking key. You can't use none of our shit without us.
Now, I have heard that before, that our DNA code or our melanin is the key to open up the old pathways or stargates or whatever. But they buy melanin by the gallon. Melanin costs $3.48 a gram. They say there's no market for it. Then why there's a price for it? There's no market for it. This doesn't make sense to me. But I digress. Y'all go ahead. And you can Google it, the price of melanin. See what it says. It's about $3.40 a gram when I check. Something like that. Matter of fact, my phone on vibrate. My homeboy texting me right now. So.
Fuck how many of us you can try to clone us and all that, it still don't work. It has to listen. In order for, let me help the elites out. Because I know the people that's listening, they probably know what y'all probably know. What the fuck the oppressed who listen know what I'm talking about. They've been trying to find out how to get to ancient Timbuktu and ancient Kemet for a long time now. They kind of figure it's still there, but they don't know for sure. It's like that type of thing. Right? And the only thing that's left from ancient Kemet down here is the...
I wonder, did he astral project to get this knowledge? What is he what are them guys in the military they had? The psychic people that they can go and watch different places. Is he one of those? I know he was in the military, but did he discover that ability? Like mentally, he actually project to these places and watch this shit go on? Or did he take DMT and meet some ancient people? Is he currently on DMT when he's telling this stuff? Or I don't know, because I like what he's saying. I try to follow it. But sometimes he lose me. He lose me sometimes. He's very intelligent, though. And he's saying stuff in the lamest terms so we'll get it. So I understand all that as well.
Pyramids of Egypt, that's in a material form. So the only reason that what we basically did, what our ancestors did was, so when you dealing with Zeus, say, you dealing with an ancient soul.
I'm sorry, I just did a whole statement. What I think he's saying is everything that's here in the physical is somewhere in the spiritual realm too. That's what I think. So like the pyramids here in the physical realm, they are somewhere else in the spiritual realm or somewhere else in a different dimension. The same as that location, but not Earth, but still Earth. You know what I'm saying? I guess because it says multiple Earths anyway. Because and then time, future, and the past, all, present, future, and past happening at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, man, if I'm hitting the right buttons or something. I'm trying to figure it out, too. I'm learning, too, y'all, so we learn together.
That played a major part in designing this shit for the goddesses. You know what I'm saying? You playing with the architect of life as you know it, and you wondering why the fuck he's so good at into. He's the architect. You know what I'm saying? He's the head scientist. You know, he got 22 other ones, but he was the head. That's how smart he was. That's why in the Yakub story, they try to say they call him the big head scientist.
Big head scientist, right?
These are all just different names. This is why they tell you in the Bible. This is why you gotta read all this shit. You can't just read the Bible. You can't just read the Quran. You just can't read the Kabbalah. You gotta read all this shit to get the understand. Then go within yourself, right? It's nothing but him hiding behind all these different names. And this is why they told you in the Bible. His greatest trick was fooling the whole world that he didn't exist. Well, when I tell people, when I say Zeus, you got people like, Zeus? You talking about for Greek mythology? They admittedly think I'm crazy. And just right there, you got you. Cause you if we going off the way they describe, you looking for a nigga with a red jumpsuit on, some horse hooves, and a trike in the hand. With a hoodie on. Like I always say, you looking for the nigga on a flaming hot Cheeto bag. Once that happened, now you got this whole war that broke out right here on this planet. It happened. That war happened right here on this planet. And when that happened, it was a war, a true cosmic war. And what happened was they ended up getting their ass whipped off the planet. So when they tell you like he was cast out, he wasn't cast out of shit. We whipped his ass. You know what I'm saying? All him and everybody that rode with him, all the way to a whole nother universe. Like that's how they end up in the 6th universe. And that's when he created a planet called Nern. And on Nern, he finished doing his experiment, which is to create the human being race. On Nern, that's when he used the dog, the wolf. He used the wolf, the lemur, the pig, and the snub-nosed monkey to create the human being race in one drop of our blood. Satan, Zeus is against nature. So he did unnatural things. And he like, you know what? I'm going to go against nature. I don't want to pray to myself no more. I want somebody to pray to me. That's what made him create the human being race. He literally created the human being race so that they can praise his ass. Facts. Because he began to get into himself. This is where that jealousy energy came from. And pride, right?
But Rashad, they end up hating people that look like him, though.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? So it's like once that happened, now you got this whole war that broke out right here on this planet. It happened. That war happened right here on this planet. And when that happened, it was a war, a true cosmic war. And what happened was they ended up getting their ass whipped off the planet. Goddamn it, they say Satan went against him. He didn't want to bow down to him. He took a third. So you gotta really see, like, hold on. He gotta.
I'm sitting up now, like really close. The video's kind of low, so I'm trying to hear everything. If y'all know any of the symbolism in the back, y'all let me know what it is.
Have some type of clout and power for motherfuckers to go against the creator for him. That's because he made people feel like he was the creator. Remember, the goddesses designed, they chose the gods to create everything. So if he was the head of the head scientist, that's how he looked at him with certain people, with certain gods and goddesses. Even though he wasn't the divine elder, you still got people that was like, okay, we know the elders made him, but shit, he the one that it was his idea to do all this and everything else. So he was able to get so many to turn against us, the essence, which is the Ananuki, the Anunnaki, what we stood for, which is peace, positive energy, I was creating elevation, unity. We pray to ourselves. We about nature. We with nature. Satan, Zeus is against nature, so he did unnatural things. You signed up for this, so don't be bitching. Talking about some class like this. What we gonna do? What are you gonna do? We all ain't got the same assignment now. We all got the same mission. We all got the same mission statement. Free planet Cop, but we all got different gifts. So now, what are you gonna do? How are you going to use your gift to enact change? It's a team. See what I'm saying? It's a team. We can't rely on no one individual to do nothing. I'm playing my part. You gotta play your motherfucking part. You scared to die, leave alive now, nigga. We ain't got time for no cowards. You already dead, nigga. Have you looked at the food shelf lately? Are you paying attention to the store? Why we fall for it? Because it's just like, you gotta remember who we fight against. We fight against our people. We fight against spiritual forces and principalities that was once our brothers and sisters. I don't think you hear me. Let me repeat that. When people are like, well, why we fall for it then? Why we? Okay, I'll repeat that. We are fighting against spiritual forces and principalities that were once our cosmic brothers and sisters. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think you do. I know it's somebody in the back of class. You can't understand what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You can't. You ain't listening. You feel me? Because that's just like your brother and your sister. They gonna know you. Your homie gonna know you. Your friend gonna know you. The worst person to ever fall out with and become enemies with is somebody you was friends with or a family member. They know where you sleep, the door, the car you drive, when you leave, how you leave. They know your whole schedule. That's a dangerous motherfucking enemy to have. See what I'm saying? So, understand, you feel me? Understand that these spiritual forces, we be saying Satan. Nigga, that was your cosmic brother. So I think you gotta acknowledge that so that you can fully understand who the fuck you fighting against. You're not fighting against a motherfucker that don't know you. You're fighting against a motherfucker that know you very well. So it's always been that type of battle. He's very ooh, he a little slick motherfucker. He is. Satan slick as hell. Zeus slick as hell. You know what I'm saying? He a coward too. That's why his whole minions is cowards. Meanwhile, for every time you watch one of my lectures or another individual that's speaking on a high frequency, because there's so many right now, because the ancestors activated. You know, we came here strategically. And we just so that when it's time to activate, we everywhere.
I just want to reiterate something for people who don't understand what he's saying, what you bitching for, you complaining for. You chose this because in the a lot of teachings in agnostic Christianity too. It said that we were one spirits, and that you picked to come here to learn. We want a higher frequency. We lower our frequency to come to this realm here, which is the lowest frequency that you can go to anywhere. It's fucked up here. So we have all the tools before we leave. Everybody knows what we're doing. All the other soul beings know what we're doing. To give us all the info we need.
You just spoke. The check in the box?
Recording. Hang on. Give us all the information we need to survive here. But when we're born, we forget. Well, that's what he's talking about, people. So you can go Google it. It's Christian, agnostic teaching, and other spiritual people. Hang on.
So you got so many people pouring out. And then they real, they telling you to meditate so you can pour out. You got see what's going on?
Sorry, y'all, let my nephew come ask me some questions. That was my name, Big Unc, because I have a lot of nieces and nephews, so I apologize.
All that energy is we're gonna go through a process where you unlock the energetic codes of the ley lines, of what they call ley lines. See, this is something that the Mississippians set up. Who were the Mississippians? We are.
I'll advise you all to go look up the Mississippians. They were a group of native people here that lived around the Mississippi River. They did some exploring and everything. You know, there's more pyramids here than in Egypt, right? Or anywhere else. We have more pyramids in America than anywhere else. More dinosaurs are found here in America than anywhere else. Different species. North American continent. Anywhere. I want y'all to know that now. So I believe, this is what I truly believe now. I believe that some of the Europeans or somebody in their past or when they helped us from, Palladian star system came down and told them, hey man, get to this new land over here. That where everything's there, everything happened first. Over there you go live good and you go, when they got here, the land was so hard that they couldn't believe somebody was already here and living. So you had a few of us and a few other people helping them out, showing them the ways, and they you know what they did. Thanksgiving should have been called a slaughter, because when more of them arrived, and they wasn't sending the best of people here. They were sending all the criminals, charlatans, murderers, rapists, robbers. They were sending them people to America. They weren't sending good people. The first few boats came were good. They were Christian. But after that, England seen an opportunity to get rid of all these low lives and send them all over here. That's what they did. I'm telling you some real shit now. Same way when Fidel Castro said, America, you want to help all my people out? He released all the prisons, all the jails, put them all on a boat and sent them to America. Yeah, y'all deal with these motherfuckers right here. A lot of them, when they came over here, they came up and prospered and got rich, and then their kids rich.
Living on ley lines. Yeah, ley lines. Okay? The ley lines was our last line of defense for the planet, right? So in case of an invasion, if somebody ever did take over and cause us to fall in frequency, we got all these ley lines. But guess who can only see them and connect with them? Us. They can't even see them. So let me give you another example. Think Jumanji. Or think like the Mummy. Movies where like motherfucker get the map and only the person, the chosen one with that right blood can read the map. Or open the door, right? To get to the secret temple lodge or whatever, right? And everybody else can't even. Okay, that's how neuromelanated beings are to these ley lines on the planet. And everywhere they in Stonehenge, the Mayan ruins, the pyramids of Giza, all through the US. And you're connected to them. Each and every point. It can't nothing stop it. So, if you ever figured that out, you see, now you are impacting every point of the planet. And that's the frequency we have risen back to. We are living.
Anybody that's in the know that the frequency of the earth is changing. And they know it too. That's why they're trying to block out the sun and all this stuff right here. They don't want us to get that sunshine, that good power, that good energy back. They're trying to hinder us all. They've been trying to, I ain't going to say all of them, but the ones that's in the know, they know what they're doing. They know their time is up. And if the true runners, the true owners of this planet is about to return and come and take their rightful place, or they're already here and go get boosted back up. Because I find it, the elites, man, and all that race stuff is a psyop. Okay? They're making it between us and them. The super rich and the poor. Now, if you get over $5-10 million, you good. If you ain't got $1 million or better in T-bills or saving up money, I'm talking about $1 million, like $2 million liquid. They don't care about you. You don't care about you. You ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
On ley lines. Yeah, ley lines. Okay? The ley lines was our last line of defense for the planet, right? So in case of an invasion, if somebody ever did take over and cause us to fall in frequency, we got all these ley lines. But guess who can only see them and connect with them? Us. They can't even see them. So let me give you another example. Think Jumanji. Or think like
2 times, my bad.
Movies where like motherfucker get the map.
I downloaded it twice.
The person, the chosen one with that right blood can read the map. Or open the door, right? To get to the secret temple lodge or whatever, right? And everybody else can't even. Okay, that's how neuromelanated beings are to these ley lines on the planet. The Mayan ruins, the pyramids of Giza, all through the